Jose Mourinho is back at Stamford Bridge as Benfica face Chelsea in the Champions League. And, of course, it's a game you can hear live right here on talkSPORT.
2-2 in stoppage time. In comes the latest corner. Yes, they can. It is Virgil van Dijk. An extraordinary start to this Champions League campaign.
Good cross in towards Osimhen, and he cushions the ball into the bottom corner. Osimhen at the double. Galatasaray 3.
It's come out to Moises Caicedo. Oh, he's rifled it in.
Jose Mourinho's return to the blue corner of London.
Absolutely a privilege to face legend, not only for this club, for different clubs.
Here's a ball in towards the near post. Otamendi gets up there.
You just don't get drama like this anywhere else. It's just football. It's just talkSPORT.
It is indeed. Chelsea go into the game on the back of a poor run of form. Only one win in 5. That came against Lincoln in the Carabao Cup. Tonight sees the greatest manager in their history return to the bridge as Jose rocks up. Speaking ahead of the game, their current gaffer, Enzo Maresca, said he's relishing the test of facing Mourinho's side.
It's absolutely a privilege to face Jose tomorrow. Legend for this club, not only for this club, for different clubs. So will be a privilege to face Jose tomorrow.
And any extra pressure on you after last week, losing the first game in this competition, making sure you win all your home games is important in the new format, isn't it?
Yeah, we make sure, or we try at least to prepare every game to win the game, and hopefully we can do that tomorrow.
What are you laughing at?
So Bill thinks he's clever in there. But
What was he
Bill,
saying?
no, I ain't gonna say on air.
Oh, okay. Naughty Bill. If your mum finds out using that language at your age. You made a very good point while that audio was going on. Is Jose
Chelsea's greatest
manager? And the reason you asked that is because
he couldn't deliver the big one, which was the Champions League.
And also Ancelotti won the double.
Yeah, and obviously Tuchel's won a Premier
Champions League.
Yeah, so a Champions League. So
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see. I mean, I feel like from an outsider that he probably would go down as the best.
Yeah.
But I'm not a Chelsea fan. So Bill, Jose the best in your history?
You see, Bill says yes. Bill's a Chelsea fan. What I would say about that is that I do think you lose a bit of credibility when you go on to manage other teams, especially other teams that are either going head-to-head with you, like Man United, or other London teams like Spurs.
And Chelsea and Spurs, that rivalry is mad.
Like if Sir Alex Ferguson went to manage another big club, it wouldn't be Liverpool. But
no, but it loses a bit of its shine.
Yeah.
Like if Wenger left Arsenal and gone, you do go,
If Wenger went to Chelsea or if Wenger went to Man United, you'd go, it just wouldn't, you wouldn't sit comfortably.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. 100%.
So I do think it loses some of its appeal.
Did you think Liverpool fans look at Rafa a little bit because he went to Everton and Chelsea?
Without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. That's why Chelsea fans, you hated Rafa, didn't you? And what did you win? The Europa League?
Mate, still won a trophy though.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But still, I do think it takes the shine off it. So there you go,
Yeah.
Chelsea fans. Who's your greatest ever manager?
Yep.
I mean, we weren't going to go there. 0371 722 3344. Do you think there's a copious amount of pressure on Maresca already this season? I mean, he delivered last season. He got Champions League football.
Yep.
He won them the conference. He won them the World Club Cup.
Yeah, which I put great stock in.
Yeah, but now that little stat that I gave you, Chelsea go into this one on the back of a poor run of form. 1 win in 5, and that win was against Lincoln in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, no, do you know what? I think you got 2-2 Brentford. They lost to Bayern Munich. No shame in that. Losing to your lot, I didn't see that coming. And Brighton at the weekend, down to 10 men. I think the pressure will start to come because if you remember the start of last season, it wasn't particularly great for him. And I remember there was sections of Chelsea fans wanting him out. It's not good enough. And to be fair, he put a run together towards the end of the season. I think it was towards the end of the season, Bill, was it? He put a run together and they were decent. And then he obviously took that momentum, went and won the Conference League, however you view that, and he won the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be given time. And see, they've got horrific injuries. And all their injuries seem to be in the same spot, centre half.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah, so I think once all these players come back, then I think we can really start judging him because I did think that this blip would come at some point, but I thought it'd come later on down the line where they simply just run out of gas. Do you know what I mean? But the fact that they've got injuries now, and you have to remember, you take anyone's best player, and I'm talking about the most influential player in your team out, you're going to struggle. Like you take out Virgil at Liverpool, they're going to struggle. Do you know what I mean? You take out Cole Palmer.
Who's your biggest Saka? It's got to be.
I don't know if it is now.
Because you've got cover. It's probably going to be a centre half, right? Saliba or Gabriel.
No, because we've got 4. It's hard. Okay. No, because Mosquera comes. So for us...
No, but you can't compare Saliba and Mosquera.
No, but I'm telling you now, there has not been drop off from that Mascara.
No, okay, yeah, that's fair.
But Cole Palmer is just he's such a special footballer.
Yeah, you're right.
That he influences so much. So I think once he comes back and then they get a couple of centre halves back as well, then you'll start judging. But if it continues, then of course it's Chelsea manager. You're going to be under pressure.
There's bound to be a chance for Jose at the Bridge tonight. What do you make of that? Is that okay to do?
I think if your manager has done what he's done at Chelsea, what's he won? 3 Premier League titles, is it? I think you have to show a level of kind of gratitude, I think, because he was, when he first got to Chelsea, he said, I am the special one, and everyone absolutely loved him. He delivered on what he said he was going to deliver, won trophies for them, broke records in terms of goals conceded. I mean, his football's exciting at times, certainly when he first got the job. You look at some of the teams that he built. So yeah, I think in that regard, I'm like, yeah. But you know, if you've been in charge of a club 1 year and then you come back and then there's chanting your names. But again, it's a difficult one because if I manage Man United for 1 year, right, it didn't go well, but I managed to win something.
Yeah.
And then left.
Like Van Gaal.
Potentially, then he comes back, he might get a little sing-song.
Yeah,
right?
I think he would.
Right? I can understand that. But if you've been there for 2 years, it didn't really go well, or you did okay, and then you're singing him, I'm a bit, no, you don't need to happen. Yeah. Something special has to happen.
Yeah, but they're only going to sing if you've done well, right?
Yeah, well, it has to be something special.
I don't think if Ralph Ragnick comes back to Old Trafford, we're going to start singing songs about...
Yeah, but Ollie, you would.
Yeah, but that's different. We would anyway.
Yeah,
Ollie, right?
Potentially. I just think something special has to happen for you to get that kind of ovation.
Yeah. But is it okay to happen during the game, or is it before and after, but not during the game? Leave that.
Well, sometimes football fans do it to be facetious, don't they? So, like, say the Chelsea fans weren't having Maresca tonight, just to kind of have a dig at him, they'd sing Jose's name.
Do you? I agree with that. Do you think they're not having?
I think they're
Maresca?
Torn.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I think they're torn. Not maybe not 50-50.
Yeah.
Maybe 60-40. Maybe something like that. But they're definitely torn. They're not. It's not 100% fan base, but they're like, yeah, we're all in on him.
Are there any Chelsea fans? And I'll ask Billy this, that would have Jose back. Not necessarily today. I'm not going to ask them, would you swap him? But if he does well for Benfica, right?
No, I almost feel
down the line, if Maresca doesn't work, let's say next season, Bill, would you have him back at any stage? Would you ever have? Would it be the third term, right? He has not done 3.
Would you have him back?
The third time? No, I definitely wouldn't. But it's different because he turned Chelsea into a winning machine.
Yeah, but he won stuff at your club.
I know. But the football he played at our club was terrible, but at Chelsea it wasn't to begin with.
Early on.
Yeah, to begin with.
I don't think you would. I think his time's done the Premier League because I need to see him back there at some point. But I just don't think it's new now. You think about when he was in charge of Chelsea now. I just feel more so nowadays it's about sporting directors. They bring the players in and he just coaches them.
I know, but if Jose was there, I think that relationship would change.
No, but I don't think that's the way football clubs are moving now. I think football clubs want a sporting director. They want someone to identify the talent, and then Maresca, you coach them.
Yeah, with Chelsea, without a doubt, that's the way.
That's what happening. Jose's not doing that. I want him, and him.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, if you give me him, I ain't going to play him, so no point bringing him to me.
Yeah, he's Delap. I didn't need a striker.
But I think he's almost earned the right to do that because
of course he has.
Because of what he's done in his career.
Yeah. Okay, so lots of questions were asked. Chelsea fans, would you have Jose back? Not tonight. I'm not asking that. Would you swap? But would you have him at some stage? Do you still adore him? Did it take any shine off it whatsoever that he was Man United manager and Spurs manager?
Spurs one's the one. I mean, I always said it when I was at Tottenham. That fixture, I felt was a little bit more than the Arsenal.
Well, I don't know if you remember. Of course, you remember. George Graham obviously was at your club. Was a superstar. Won the league, right?
Yeah, won a double.
What, did he win the double?
No, Wenger won the double. He won the league.
Yeah, and then went to Spurs. I mean, that's insane.
So I'll come with it.
So do you look at George Graham now? Is that?
No, I look at George Graham still as a legend, Arsenal legend.
You do?
Yeah.
That take any shine off it?
Not for me, no.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.